All right, good people. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right, good people. I'm back. And guess what? I got Stocks with Josh on the phone. I got Keenan Grace on the phone. Stocks with Josh is going to give you guys some levels. For those of you, let's do this over again because this is hey, we just got to be ready at all times. All right. So listen, my man Keenan Grace is literally out shopping. Josh got his jaws full of food at dinner. We in three different states. I called my bros because I wanted them to celebrate this moment with us. Bitcoin hitting 100,000. We was just talking about how it's going to hit the news. What news? It's going to hit the 10 o'clock news here in the Midwest and Chicagoland area, all right, for your nightly news. If Bitcoin holds above 100K by morning, because a lot of people are not even going to watch the news, if Bitcoin hits 100K by morning, the chasers will come. And again, what is it going to do for our bags? It's going to push our bags higher. Keenan.
Well, can I add to that?
Yeah, add to that.
Real quick, I just want to say, not only is Larry right on, but we are 12 hours. The Asian markets are ahead of us, so they're 12 hours ahead of us. Okay, and so we're getting there. It's just going to become feeding on each other, one after the other. Is going to push this higher. Go ahead, Larry. I have a prediction of price here in a minute.
Okay, my man Keenan Grace with the super chat. Man, we appreciate you, Keenan Grace. He said crypto's making everybody, people, everyday people rich. Yes, that's right, Keenan. Crypto is making everyday people rich. Keenan, what you got to say about this moment?
The biggest bull ever in cryptocurrency, I gotta say, is probably Michael Saylor taking on so much debt to bring his average of Bitcoin up to about 59,000 per coin. His average used to be significantly lower than that, but he was buying it at 95 because he believes in the long-term prospects of Bitcoin. Where did he say it could go this year? Obviously, there's no guarantees, but he expects it to go to about 180 within 365 days and then drop back down to about 140. Even if that happens in 2 years instead of one, that is still basically a 2x from this week.
That's insane. Look at that. As you talking, we're going to the charts. Bitcoin just hit 303,255. All right. It actually hit 303. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin hit 104. Look at that. It hit 104 already. And that means that the pump has started. Josh.
Well, can I throw in?
Yeah. Yes, please come in. Hold on 1 second. For those of you that don't know that this is Stocks with Josh on the phone, and this is my man Keenan Grace on the phone. Listen closely as a Stocks with Josh, while he's out at dinner, give you guys some levels. Go ahead, Josh.
Okay, so in yesterday's video, I had predicted that if we got above 100, our first target would be 104, and then we would retreat. And largely, that's what we just saw. So let me see the exact high. The exact high
is 104, was 104 exactly.
104, 617. So, I mean, I try to give everybody a round number. After we hit that number and retreat, I believe that we will see a 108 between now. I'm just going to say the next 24 hours. We could see it in the next 24 minutes. But the two targets that I have on my chart that we would get within a range of would be 104, a little bit of retreat, and then an advance again to 108. But here, I just want to say this, Larry. There was a day that I remember, it was a while ago, where people were shocked, and it was news that Bitcoin hit $1.
Yeah.
And then the unthinkable happened. It moved from $1 to $10,000. And $10,000 seemed to be an unmovable wall, an impenetrable fortress of resistance. But we know the story. It got conquered. Yep. And I was reflecting on the way everybody felt at 10,000, that it was the impossible, $1 to 10,000. And I thought, well, here we are at 100,000, and we know for certain we're going to break it through. And I tell you, if we think about the lesson from the $1 to 10,000 and now the 100,000, then we have to know that if this thing continues and it hasn't slowed down, only more adoption and a president screaming from the White House rooftops,
Yes.
buy, we know that we're going to likely see $1 million Bitcoin. Now, I believe that this pump will end. And I like Michael Saylor, gave a target of 177,000. I believe that that is the resistance line. We'll breach it and possibly run up to 182 plus. That's what I can see. A lot of the futures options contracts on the Bitcoin ETFs are suggesting that speculators believe it'll go to 200,000. That's what they've purchased the $200,000 contracts. But here's the bottom line: it will calm down.
It will.
At some point, we will go into a winter, and the price will likely come back to around 50K. And I hate to throw any sort of damper on the party, but I just want everybody to know we're in full-blown celebration time.
Come on, yeah.
We're in.
I'm going to disagree with you a little bit, Josh. I don't see Bitcoin coming back to 50. I don't.
What do you think it'll come back to? What do you think it'll come back to?
I think that after the summer of next high, you are talking about after the bull cycle run. If Bitcoin does hit 200K, I think that Bitcoin will the lows will probably be around the 74K. I just told Ron that. I literally just told Ron that. I literally just left Ron's, me and Ron was having a meeting, and I literally said that Bitcoin will hit 100K soon, and it will be this year.
Well, let me give you...
And Josh, listen to
go ahead.
This is Keenan Gray speaking, everyone. I just recently bought my last, let's say, like 15K worth of Bitcoin at price $96,000. I was buying it at 20,000. I was buying it at 40,000. I was buying it at 60,000. I bought it at 80,000. I bought it at 90,000. Every single time, people continuously tell me, Keenan, we are higher than we've ever been. Bitcoin has never hit 75 before. Why would you buy it? And it's because I'm thinking long term. I'm not afraid of Bitcoin coming down to Larry's target of a low of 70. I'm not afraid of it coming down to Josh's target of 50 if it came down. I know to only buy more. A wise man and poet, Larry Jones, once said, the only people that fall off and get hurt on a roller coaster are those that jump off too soon.
I love it.
We have
That's
the
a great
roller
quote.
coaster, and we stay and just ride the wave. Everybody in history. This is what an all-time high means. Everybody who ever held is up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
So
let me say this.
I love it.
Let me say this. Somebody.
We have not seen the end of the all-time highs of Bitcoin. Even if we do get close to the end of this cycle, which we are not yet.
Right.
We will see another all-time high in the next cycle, and then the next cycle after that. We're in a group chat. Me, Josh, Mo, and Larry. And in this group chat, somebody had just said, take a screenshot of 100K Bitcoin because you're probably going to be telling your kids about it.
Yep. And
I love it.
somebody, hey guys, somebody left the comment of the night. They said, I could feel the pour leaving my body.
That's right.
I love it.
The winner right there.
Hey, Josh, I want you, and you can join in too, Keenan. We ended the other live, but I wanted you to say what we were saying before about a time to sell. You were talking about 2021, and I'm telling you guys, when my page came under the biggest attack, when I started talking about it was time to sell in 2021. Take it from there, Josh and Keenan, if you want to chime in, go ahead.
Well, let me just quickly say this. So today, before I left for dinner, I was my biggest positions and calculating the potential high for each of them. One of them was Avalanche. And again, I'm just going to say it straight to you people. You know how I feel. I trust my numbers. Okay, I can only see that far. So I have a target. Avalanche is trading right now at around $51, $52. My target on that is $140, and I have run numbers, crunched percentages, taken into consideration the difference. I've run the percentage differences in the previous waves. Now, I mentioned this because of this. I put on my chart a definitive target of 140. And all that means is that if we get there, I'm going to raise my stop loss to like 130, and I'm going to just inch it up until I get kicked. And then if I get kicked, I'm done. I will not buy Avalanche again. I'm not selling, but I'm going to be done. Now, I'm going to do that for each of my coins. And, you know, I told everybody that I don't think I'm going to sell my Bitcoin. Okay, so I've told that to everybody. I bought it at a price that I don't believe will ever return to. I bought the majority of it under 36,000, and I don't ever see selling it. I also think that everybody should buy a little bit of Bitcoin every single week, no matter what the price is.
That's what I've been saying.
If Michael Saylor's right, and I know you've been saying it, Larry, if Michael Saylor's right, and if this continues at the pace, and each Bitcoin's $1 million, you guys will be kicking yourself for not buying every day, like Tina just said.
Yep.
And, you know, Bitcoin is that. So we're talking about NVIDIA. If you had put $1,000 in NVIDIA at 1999, it'd be worth $1 million today. 1,000 in 1999, 1 million today.
Yeah.
This is not terribly different. You got to find the ones that you're going to run with, and you just got to run with them for a decade. Bitcoin's that. Now, the alts are different, and this is the point I want to make about Larry real quick. Larry he's got his finger on the pulse. And, you know, someone, you know, might say, well, I don't know if Larry that. Whatever critics.
You're breaking up a little bit, Josh.
Josh is breaking up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I want to tell everybody this, right? If you're paying attention, I'm out, but you should be able to hear me well. Everybody in the chat, write the letters UN, like un. Like un as in, if you hear somebody who ever told you that Bitcoin was a scam, it's time to unsubscribe. It's time to get out of that. Because when I tell you they done lost you so much money.
Yep.
Just a year and a half ago, Bitcoin was 15K. It ran up. And they telling you it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam. Bitcoin. And I had said this on Twitter the other day. And everybody think about what you were doing the summer of 2010. Many of us were grown adults. I was in college at this time. In 2010, Bitcoin was 5 cents. That means you could have bought 20 Bitcoin for $1, but guess what? Some people thought it was a scam. It ran up to $1. They thought it was a scam. It ran up to 1,000. They thought it was a scam. It went to 19,000 back in 2017, around then. And then it dropped to 3,000. They told you it was a scam. It runs up to 69,000. Oh, this must be a joke, a scam. They keep telling you this. At what point are you going to say, I'm not listening to that?
Exactly.
I lost enough money. I lost so much money behind listening to people putting fear in my heart about something I know is going to get me paid. That's what you got to think about crypto, and that's what you got to think about Bitcoin in particular. People are holding you back. This has been the easiest money I've ever made in my life, and I got to watch people I love miss out.
Yep, and I told people earlier this year that if you understand the cycles of crypto, you can actually, I said this season, you can actually make easier money in crypto than Bitcoin. I mean, than the stock market. I said that. Remember, Josh?
I do remember.
And they were like,
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Finish up what I was saying. I
go ahead.
Finish up what I was saying about you.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying this comment, and I want people to take close attention. Larry's got his finger on the pulse of change, right? And if you hear him saying he's buying, it's time to buy. And if you hear him say that he's selling, you know, trust me, he's probably right. I just have to lay that out there because, honestly, I think Larry's king of shifting when the market shifts and not getting caught up in the greed and the excessive emotion. He's not going to nail it to the day, but I would tell you that if you start seeing him telling you that he's taking things off the table, you should begin to consider it. Consider it. But that's it, Larry.
I appreciate that, man. I listen. It's hard to tell people to sell. Let me tell you something. And these two guys will agree with me, and I'm not going to hold you guys long. You guys will agree with me. It's easy to buy, but it is 10 times harder to sell in a bull market. It's easy to buy when the market is flat,
Yeah.
and then it's harder to buy when a market is red. But it's almost impossible to sell when something is running. And I'm telling you guys that when something is running like a bull, it's almost impossible to sell because you're thinking sensibly before the bull market. Then when the bull market comes in, you think you Superman and you think you invincible and you think you are brilliant. And that is a dangerous drug. And so to Josh's point, there's going to be time to take profits with these meme coins, and you're not going to guess the top. You're just going to have to be okay with when you take you got to be okay with where and when you take your profits. There's going to be a time to take profits in the altcoins, right? Now, Bitcoin stands alone because there are some people that are just DCAing into Bitcoin over 8 years. You consider that. You continue that. Me, I buy doing accumulation. I buy doing markup. I get worried doing so we got accumulation, markup, and what's the third one, Josh?
Distribution.
Distribution is the scariest cycle if you use the Wyckoff system.
Widest price swings.
It has the widest price swings during distribution. And at some point during distribution, and actually if you really study that phase, it's actually showing you that it's in distribution with the mood swings. That's when you need to start taking some profits before crypto winter. Now we're talking about 2025, of course, right? Right now we celebrating. Hey, before you leave, Keenan, what you got to say in parting words?
I want to tell everybody this. You got to believe in yourself. You got to bet on yourself. Everybody who's listening to this, I want you to just think of how many times you almost pulled the trigger on something and then you didn't do it because you were in fear. And that fear is holding you back. I want you to look at Larry Jones, look him in the eyes right now and think he is in front of you on YouTube telling you about things that he's buying.
Yeah.
You know how fearful that could make someone?
Yes.
People are afraid to public speak, let alone stand in front of you and say, this is what I'm going to buy, and be on the record, official forever, saying it. Larry had to step out of his fear to be able to do something like that. So I think everybody, even in private, in your own life, you got to step out of your own way and say, you know what? If Larry can do it, I can do it.
Absolutely.
If Keenan can do it, I can do it. If Josh, Mo can do it, I can do it. That doesn't mean you got to get in front of everybody and thousands of people and tell everybody, oh, this is what I'm buying. You tell yourself, you look yourself in the mirror and you say, I'm tired of this life that I'm living now. I want better for myself. Yeah. Instead of going on Amazon and spending $200 on the cart for Christmas, you say, do I need those shoes? Do I need that shirt, that blouse, those pants, whatever it is? Or should I go put $200 in Bitcoin? Or should I go and put $200 in the Amazon stock itself? Believe in yourself, bet on yourself. Keenan Grace out.
Peace. I appreciate you. I talked about Amazon all last week. I told you guys before Black Friday that I'm buying Amazon. Then I told you on Black Friday how they absolutely smashed it over last year. Then Cyber Monday absolutely smashed it over last year. And I'm telling you guys that Amazon is one of the big tech companies that I have my eye on. And we haven't even gotten into the amount of research and money that they're putting into AI. I know we're talking about crypto tonight. Josh, what you got to say in parting?
Well, all right. So the winter, I want to leave this important point. 2 points. I have myself listened to, many influencers from TikTok and YouTube, and over the years, people that have been in this game for a while, and all of them say the same thing. I've never heard anybody say it differently. They stayed too long. They stayed too long in it, waiting for another top. Okay, so if we get to my prediction of 180, everybody's going to be saying 200. Maybe Josh is right. Okay. So everybody always stays too long and they give back 30-40% of their winnings.
Yep.
If they're good. If they suck at it, they're going to give back 80-90%. That's the truth. Now, here's the last thing I'm going to say. The winter's coming, and it's coming in the summer of 2025.
Yep.
I'm going to give you guys, you put it in the comment, Josh Nichols is saying that we will have peaked for the Bitcoin moves before June of 2025. We're ahead of schedule. Everyone else is going to tell you October. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm right. But you guys noted that Josh said the winter's coming in the summer of 2025. So you need to have all your calculations done. You need to figure out when you're going to leave the party, because it's right before the witching hour.
Right.
In June. That's in June, and it's right before the witching hour. So just remember that I said it. We're looking down the road right now, but today we're also just celebrating. Thanks, Larry, for bringing me on the show. It was a lot of fun, and it's awesome to share this moment with you and Keenan.
Hey, I appreciate you, brothers, man. We will party later, okay? Y'all be safe out there.
Sounds good.
All right. Hey, good people. There you go, man. We were texting each other. I was just like, man, I want them in live on this. Good people, listen, you guys know how we do it. Our favorite band is up. They're playing our favorite song, and there's 1,000 cars in the parking lot, right? So wherever you think the bull market is going to end, when the favorite band is playing your favorite song and there's 1,000 cars in the parking lot, we start making our way to the car while the song is playing, and let the other suckers get stuck in a traffic jam. Now, I hope you understood what that meant. If you are going to stay to the end of the party and make sure that band hits the last tune and there's 1,000 cars in the parking lot, you stuck in a jam. And all I'm going to say is, when when Bitcoin is at the peak and it's really starting to peak out, and you in that distribution with these big mood swings, and it's telling you it's in distribution phase, for those of you that's taking the class, Stock of View, you know what I'm talking about, then you better be taking some profits. And you know what? If it keeps going, then, hey guys, I celebrate you guys that's still making that money. Your money is safe. You can't lose. But I can tell you that in 2021, hear me now, in 2021, in the bull market, more people lost money than made money, because they were still buying at the top, thinking it's going even higher. And we were in distribution phase, which crypto winter's coming next. And then, worse than that, they had all of their money in Doge and Shiba-inue, meme coins, and they fell by 80-90%. Y'all are not going to make that mistake, because I'm not going to let y'all. I'm going to bug the HE double hockey stick out of you and start to ask you guys, what's your exit plan? What's your exit plan? What's your exit plan? Now, I'm talking with the exception of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is different because there are some of you that literally have been buying over the last 4 years. I talked to somebody who's been buying over the last 8 years. And if you've been buying over the last 6 years, then you continue to do what you're going to do. In parting, this is what I'm going to tell you I think is going to happen with crypto. You remember we were thinking, will Bitcoin break 80K? That was just a few months ago. Will it break 80K? It blew past 80K, and as you look at it right now, it's 103,000. Just like that. Now, what are you going to do? Now, altcoin season is going to start, and we're going to see if Bitcoin loses its dominance. I want to see what they're talking about on the 10 o'clock news, right? We want to see what they're talking about tomorrow on ABC, CBS, CNBC, CNN, Fox Business, you name it. Let's listen to what they're talking about. If everybody's talking about Bitcoin, it may cool off. because some people will be selling, okay? Temporary, and then it's going to go back up because what's the next biggest catalyst? There's two. If the Fed cuts interest rates and when the new president takes office, okay? So I want you guys to be weary of this. Now, leery of it. And here's another thing I want you to watch. Look at what is popular on the App Store. Make sure that soon as we end this, you see what are the most popular apps on the App Store. If Coinbase starts to move up as early as tomorrow and it starts rising to the top, you know it's time, good people. All right, let's take a quick look as we celebrating this 100K party we got going on here. And this one still froze at 102. Come on, you know you passed 102. All right, here we go. Good people, this is what we want to look at. We got Bitcoin at 1029, all right? Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Oh man, I just love to see this. This is like art. This is like beautiful art to me. Look at this. Over the last 24 hours, it really like the last hour. Look at this, 7% on Bitcoin. And then we're up 8% over the last 7 days. Then we go down. Here's what I want to show you guys that I kind of expected. XRP in the last hour is actually going the other way. Now, don't cry for me, Argentina. All right, just hold on. So it's still up 55. Actually, I kind of expected that. Why? People are taking their money and moving and chasing the Bitcoin, but it's coming back. And it's coming back soon to the altcoins. It's coming soon, okay? So now we see what's going on. There is nothing else other than XRP over the last 7 days. But let's look at the hour because this is 24 hours. Let's look at the hourly. What's retrieving? XRP is actually retrieving. We got Tron, and that is retrieving. Cardano is actually waking up. So for those who ask me about Cardano, it's actually waking up. SHIB is actually retrieving the other way. And you go, wait a minute, it's moving up. It's coming, it's coming. SUI is actually moving up. So where's Solana? So if SUI went up, look at that. All right, let's go. We got Avalanche is flat. Cardano, BNB. So Solana is moving up. So we got Solana and SUI moving with Bitcoin in the last hour, right? Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I'm going to show you why in a minute. All right. So let's go to another meme coin. Let's go to Pepe and let's go to Bunk, right? Here's what I'm going to tell you. And here's why I've been holding my memes. Because they are laggers. And I actually love the way they lag. All right. So look, if we go to the hour, you'll see a minute ago, it was flat. Now it's starting to wake up. It's starting to head north, okay? Over the last day, that really doesn't count because this just happened. That's Pepe. Let's go to Bunk, B-O-N-K. You know I'm bunking out right now, all right? So if you go to Bunk, you'll see that Bunk is flat. And then for the hour, I just looked a minute ago, it was red. So it's starting, these are starting to wake up, all right? It's like Bitcoin is the mother deer. It walks out first. And then what? You see all the baby deers starting to come. They will hardly start to move immediately. And I actually like that because it gives me room to trade these. So when I see Bitcoin moving and they don't move, the ones that have moved the least behind Bitcoin, if the way Larry has been making money hand over fist, those are the ones that I put the most money in. And you go, well, yeah, wouldn't you put it in the ones that's moving? Nope. I put it in the ones that are lagging like a Bunk is going to lag. Right now, XRP is lagging. But I'm telling you that the lag will not continue. So this is like a fake out right here. Watch what happens if Bitcoin holds above 100K. Watch what started happening over the hour and especially the day. The last 24 hours, XRP is down 11%. Now, this is Larry, but every time this happens and you think, oh, well, it's dead now, and then you mess around and sell those bags on a short move like this, it's just not a good move. So I'm holding my positions. Larry, what are you holding? I tell you what I'm holding. I'm holding everything that I'm holding, right? And I'm holding Bitcoin, right? I'm holding Bunk. I'm holding Sui. I'm holding my Dogecoin. Those going to pop. I'm holding my Solana. I'm holding my Shiba-inue. I'm holding my XRP. I'm holding my Chainlink. My Bitcoin Cash has been absolutely mooning. Now, XYO is pulling back, but I'm holding, and I'm going to buy some more a little lower. I got a little Floki. I got a little Avalanche. I got XLM, right? And I actually got just a little tiny bit of Cardano, okay? And so I'm holding. You got to pick a strategy that's working for you. Bitcoin Cash, BCH. I'm telling you, man, I looked at it today and it's just been dancing for the last week. BCH, Bitcoin Cash, BCH. And look at that. It's up for the day, 2%. Up for the, it's down for the hour. Okay, Bitcoin Cash is going the other way, up for the day, but it was popping, really popping. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash for the month is still up 70, let's just call that 77%, right? And so, good people, you got to find a strategy that works for you. Remember, meme coins are not holds. Meme coins are not investments. Meme coins are something you use. It's the fastest car. You got a Pacer and you got a Lambo. I'm in the Lambo. That's what the meme coin represents. And we are on this race. And then I'm going to get out of the meme coins and roll those over. Now, I also have my Bitcoin. So I've been buying my Bitcoin. And I'm going to roll those meme coins over heavier into altcoins. Because altcoin season is just starting. So what you're going to see at some point, people are going to start taking money from Bitcoin and shifting over into the altcoins. Why would you do that, Larry? Because they're going to get more movement out of the altcoins, right? And they've made their money in Bitcoin. People like me that has bought Bitcoin at 20 and 25,000. It was 20 and 24,000 actually. All right. Friends of mine that bought Bitcoin at 19K. All right. And so we can afford to take profits, right? And there's some of you guys that bought it less than there. All right. So I'm going to leave you with that, good people. We're going to see what the news is talking about in the morning, what they're talking about in the news. OK, and remember, keep your eye on the App Store. Let's see if the app starts moving up in popularity, the Coinbase app. So if the Coinbase app starts moving up in popularity, actually, we teach that that's a time to start selling. But I'm not selling my Bitcoin right now. All right. So what is this? Portfolio Builders Club celebrating Bitcoin. That's it. 100K. I love it. I love it. Yep. All right. So good people, for those of you that want to continue to kill it in crypto, listen, stock up you. The coupon code is still moving on. It's until Monday. You will be able to use the coupon code LEARN, LEARN, and then literally go to the crypto section and this is an entire class. This is like a third of the entire class. I'm in crypto now, all right? And a one-time payment, lifetime access. You can buy now, pay later by using PayPal, Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm, or you can gift it to someone, okay? Listen, invest in yourself. All of this money you're making, invest in some knowledge so you can continue to kill it. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, good people. Just had to come on and celebrate with y'all. Man, I'm so glad y'all making money. I don't know what to do. We going to party, though, one of these days. But we got to keep our eyes on the prize, and we got to focus. I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm going to go to sleep, but I'm going to be like that commercial. The phone going to be on the side of the bed like this. My wife's going to be, who's that? I'm going to be like, it's Jake from Steak Farm. That's what's gonna be happening tonight, y'all. No, I'm gonna take a sleeping pill and go to sleep. I'm gonna take some melatonin. I love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.